From the mysterious world of Hyrule, Ganon has sent out a randomized force throughout the land. 4 brave souls have offered to join us in their journey, and is now being broadcasted directly to the comfort of your home. As we say good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, welcome to today's ALTTP Daily Race here on Speed Game number 3. Today we have an open mode seed, and we have our runners Chloe Prower, Edium, Technolink, and Windfox 470 out of a pool of 8 players. I am Professor Render. Joining me in the commentary booth is my good friend Yoko. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing well, hanging in there.
Yeah, I'm hanging there too. I'm surviving. Still surviving. But hey, we'll chill out and watch some open mode, and which means we don't have to worry about going through the 6-minute escape sequence. The entirety of the world is open to us, as the name implies. We should be underway. What are you expecting from this seed?
Well, probably nothing too trolly, and probably 20 rupees in Link's chest. If that's where some of them.
And you know me, I just want a clean and fair fight. That is all I ask from these runners. No stupid nonsense. No agapad or whatever you want. Yeah. I mean, it will happen eventually, but not as common as many people like to think it is.
And
yeah.
we are off and running. Well, 20 rupees in the sanctuary chest.
Okay.
And it looks like we got 2 pendants at at Eastern and Desert, and Hera is one of the crystal.
Okay. So, looks like Chloe is heading over to the Lost Woods, and Windfox and Edium are opting to go look at Lumberjack Ledge. Uncle is giving out a piece of heart, while Chloe Power finding a bottle with a fairy in it, and on the Lumberjack Ledge, just 10 arrows, so we're not going to kill Aga 1 unless we have to kill Aga 1 for Dark World. Just because we have a pretty junk item on the Lumberjack Ledge does not mean that we are clear from Aga.
Sure. And the last few races I commentated all ended up as Agassi.
Let's hope that cycle breaks here. So, a lot of most of our runners now are going to get to that bottle. And looks like Chloe is opting to go for the south of Kakariko route, where he's going to go and farm for some bombs on the strip of grass here. It does get that bomb. He's going to probably get 2 bombs just so he can do the race game, and as well as get the infinite bombs from off of Kakariko. Windfox is going to take it to the north, though. So Windfox will be the first one to head into Kakariko. And Windfox is hoping to find some bombs here. Looks like Chloe didn't find anything using the race game, but Blind's Hut is going to yield. Sick Kid is going to just be a single rupee.
Well, there's the red arrow. The red boomerang.
The
moon pearl.
And arguably the best one of the boomerangs, but unfortunately for Windfox, no bombs. While we did find a glove from off of the back of the tavern.
Right. No gloves, but the moon pearl.
I mean, we did pick up the glove like literally 5 seconds ago, but
sure.
Anyhow, and Windfox are heading over to over to the well. Nothing really in the well from the looks of things. Yeah, just a lot of rupees. We have money for the bottle vendor for Windfox. Techno's gonna get what's arguably the better of the boomerangs.
And chicken house yielding 3 bombs.
And this is bad for Windfox because he's gonna have to buy the bombs. I mean, this is really early on, so this shouldn't really matter. But finding bombs in a bomb spot is not really the best thing to find because, well, it causes you to buy the bombs if you hadn't done the self of Kakariko play like Color Power did, and you have to get bombs through the bottle vendor and actually wait through the shop, and it will waste time as a result. And but to be fair, this is so early. It's the early game, so time losses should not really matter, because at the end of the day, all the early game items are going to be checked anyway. Though there are bombs on the bottle vendor, so Windfox could have bought the bombs a little bit early on, but opted to not do that. But Chloe's gonna get and the Moon Pearl, so we're just either gloves or hammer away from Dark World access, which will be pretty quick. Hopefully, if we find a lamp. Oh, there's okay. There it is.
Yep, there's the other gloves too. So Chloe now has the Titan's.
So that means both gloves are in Kakariko, which is great. However, we are looking for at least a hammer or some flippers. So we have to kill Aga 1 in order to get over to the pod area.
Well, Chloe going to check out those 3 chests in the back of Escape.
Which is fair, because you got those gloves already. You got like 2 gloves from the pack.
Alright, let's see what we got in the back of Escape. We got another bottle, 10 arrows, and 300...
Jackpot for Chloe Prowler, so that's fair. Now, for herself, sure. So Idiom is going to be the first one to enter Dark World access. This is like really aggressive for Idiom. We get a map check here. 5 to 6 crystals are on Pod and Ice Palace, while Green Pendant is on Skull Woods. I personally would go for Skull Woods right now. Just get it out of the way. I hope to find the 2 items at the front. Eddie, I'm going to go for the chest game, and that is going to give us 50 rupees.
51.
Well, yeah, but I mean, technically
the
price is 50 rupees.
Yeah. Yeah, but for him, he picks up 51.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Over to Thieves Town. Again, this is really aggressive for Edium. I personally would not go into Kakariko, like, to Village of Outcasts this early, but the hookshot has been found from Edium in the first 4 chests of Thieves Town, which, okay, so that actually does sort of pay off for him. He's able to go and do Dark Death Mountain and East Death Mountain all in one fell swoop. Out of logic, of course, we don't until we find the lamp or the flute. But that is a nice find for them all. Order. We'll need a hammer or mirror to get that magic bat check. But for now, it's just a safety item.
Yep.
And Chloe is opting to go for the really early Eastern play. Seeing the opportunity that it's a pendant, I don't really blame Chloe for going. Knowing that you don't have to double dip this dungeon because it's a crystal is really nice. So Bolus Eastern, pendant Eastern is fair.
And
use that bottle.
Etienne just took a death in Thieves Town.
Yeah, he was set up for a death warp and had the fairy. So he has got to take a few more seconds to, wait for the animation to go through and take another 2 hits on that Cyrax to fully death warp out. To answer a question in chat, it's just a open and regular. It's not any mystery mode or whatever. It's just a
Standard opening.
open mode.
Standard open world.
Yeah. And missed what was on the C-shaped house.
White Fox going to check out the mini Moldorm cave.
Interesting that Wind Fox is actually just laying bombs there. I personally would just throw bombs, like just on that first mini Moldorm, and then cook the way I can get a guaranteed kills on those mini Moldorms. But mini Moldorm
Well,
cave is
there's
going
the
to give us.
flute.
Okay, so
we have first sword, piece of heart, 100 rupees, and another hour. So we have flute and we have our first sword.
So that now gives us the entirety of Death Mountain in Logic, while Eddie M is going to do the digging game. So this is really good news for Eddie M once he goes over to Mini Moldorm Cave. That will bring the play that he made really early, Village Outcast play, into Logic. We're going to dive into Thieves Town, and I like what Eddie M is going a bit of time here within the dig game to get more money,
And
which is fair.
And the price for that was a piece of heart. I didn't mean to cut you off on that with the mini Moldorm.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Chloe is
doing the dark rooms.
Oh,
See
okay.
how-
So he's doing the doing for the big key, or at least the next item in the next item
It
here.
was only the
This-
sea house only had rupee.
And this is okay. I mean, this will be fine for Chloe because if he takes a death here, he still has that fairy that Eddie M had popped originally.
Stumpy
And
having
is actually
bombs.
so I like what Eddie M is doing. Eddie M is going for the entirety of the world tour.
We just found the book. Chloe found book is in Eastern, and she found the book, so that opens up.
So that book is out of Logic because we need that that lamp. White Fox is activating the flute while Eddie is heading for Hive Cave. And that's going to give us another sword, so that is our second of the swords that we need alongside a heart piece, another heart
Two
piece,
pieces of heart, 20 rupees, and 50
and a total of 70 rupees. So
money.
only thing out of that Hive
Cave.
Cave was
That's
the only thing out of that high cave was that master sword, and Chloe is doing okay. So he's gonna do doing South Shore, so that means the flute pickup. To answer a question to chat about Chloe's sprite, that is a Vaporeon. Alongside Eddie M is a Fox Link, Techno Link is a Dragonite, and Wind Fox is also a Fox Link. Yeah, there's a lot of sprites that the runners can choose from. We have a total of like 235 sprites. I think that's the exact amount. But there are a lot of sprites. You can have different forms of Link. You have different characters from all over different franchises. Mario's, Pokemon,
Sora.
other indie games.
So
Even like some joke ones, like a can of soda and a cursor. My one is the Cadence sprite from Cryptid and Necrodancer. Before that, it was the Yoshi sprite.
I believe Missing No is also one of the sprites.
Chloe, so Eddie M is doing doing a very big world tour because Eddie M, remember, Eddie M did go to Turtle. He did go into Village Outcast after he got the Titans, which was very aggressive for Eddie M. and it paid off with that hook shot inside Thieves' Town along with the powder. We know that the flute is our logical access to Death Mountain. This is once Edium gets the flute, this is going to be great news because that means access up to the mountain, and that in turn will give him a lot of stuff to do on the mountain. It makes it doesn't open up Hera. That's the one thing. It doesn't open up Hera because we'll need mirror, or we'll either need mirror or hammer for that one. Especially if he's going to Dark Death Mountain, because we'll need to get the mirror to even get over to Tower of Hera to begin with. Desert Ledge, by the way, was 5 rupees.
And Chloe checking at the Mire area, and it is Bombos for that one.
Okay, so to clear this one out, and Edium is opting to go out of logic, which is fine. I don't really think that's fine. And we have our third off of the Mire Shed along with the Ether Medallion. So the vanilla medallion is just hiding underneath the doorstep in Misery Mire. Their Master Sword. This is the second player to get up to Master Sword.
And there's the Cane of Burner from saving the old man on Itium's side.
Also, Technolink picked up what appeared to be the Ice Rod, from what I could tell, unless that was the Fire Rod. Okay, so it looks like that was confirming. Okay, our tracker's confirming that it was that. So, good thing that my eyes are not blind. So, or I'm not colorblind. Edium, again, continuing this out of logic, for him, mountain climb. For us, we know it's in logic.
Right.
Arc container inside spec. Okay, so Edium is going for Paradox Cave. It looks like Technolink is opting to Death Warp out of what appeared to be, I think it was Skull Woods. Yeah, Skull Woods, along with Macaulay Prowler. And heading over to the Uncle area right now. Well, Edium's going to start up the Paradox Cave play. So the first 2 chests is going to give 50 rupees and 300, so that's Zora money.
Yeah.
Way a lot of Zora money. And then the top 5 chests here, just by clearing out as many Moldorms out first, and then it's going to opt to throw a bomb down. Well, Windfox is heading for back in front of escape play. So the first top 5 chests: shield, shovel, dig spots open, bow.
Well, there's the boomerang. I mean the bow. Meant to say bow, not boomerang.
Yeah, we already have a boomerang. That's the best boomerang, in my opinion.
Oh no, I agree. I love having the red boomerang.
Yeah, because that pretty much made the actual best boomerang inferior because of splash delays. Alright, Edium's now had bomb jumped over to the top of Death Mountain. It's gonna probably check out probably head down after this and do Spiral. So that will let him do Dark Death Mountain, of course. So over here, Windfox gets that map. Of course, this is Edium's gonna take it pretty slow. So Yeah, and that's mean it's a pretty slow one
Walk of shame.
compared to like the boost. And it's well, I wouldn't say a walk of shame. I'm not defending Spiral Cave for how slow it is, but
no.
I just think
Yeah.
The walking animation is arguably a bit as fast as you're gonna get, and if it's not like I don't know, like really slow, like very painlessly slow, then this would be a walk of shame. But again, I don't know. Edio is gonna go over to and do Super Bunny Cave. So Chloe Prowler, let's look at the hook shot. So this will be the entirety of Death Mountain except for Hera, and if you want to be technical, Man Cave is out of logic. That Can of Burn is ultimately out of logic, but then again, this logic is just nearly a suggestion and not a rule that you've got. Super Bunny Cave is going to give us a piece of heart and another heart container. Dead Knowing option to, I believe that was a death warp, an intentional death warp. To gain the first 4 chests, or and it wasn't. May have missed some on the way up. Sashra's hut, by the way, didn't have anything. I don't think I saw Chloe Power doing it, but remember that's nothing. I'm heading for Hookshot Cave. This is also this is great for him. Find mirror here would be great. Blue mail.
Damage reduction. There's the mirror.
What I tell you, if you find the mirror here, it'd be great because now you have Hera ready to go.
And there's a bottle.
So this is really good news for Edia. Again, this is for him. It's out of logic because he hasn't found the flute. Yeah, has not gone to Mini Moldorm Cave, but this is great news. Like that means Edium will be the first one to draw to be going for first blood. Chloe taking the death inside the Hellway of Thesound. I get this isn't really like going 5 hearts Greenmail is tough. It's not. It's any better. This is a really tough sequence to go through. It's really aggressive for Chloe to go and do this. Yes. It means fair for him. Looks like Edium. I think he got the big key. I saw it.
Yeah, big key in that. Well, that's always been the big key in that chest.
Not
there.
really.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, of course, there's a 33% chance that big key is going to end up there. So, yeah. So
I'm just going by. Go ahead.
Yeah. Edium's going to do the Hera pot here. This is the Koi version of not the Dracarys one, which I personally think is a lot better. It's not as annoying to deal with. Koi is a cool person, yes, but this version is a lot more consistent than it is with the Koi version. It's not as annoying to deal with. Big chest here. There's a heart piece. That key could mean if I don't know if we've seen the other item or not.
There was a map. He passed up the map on the left side of the staircase.
Okay, so it will if Edium finds a compass here on Moldorm after drawing first blood, then we know that
there's an item dock.
There's an item in Hera basement. Yeah. Moldorm not playing really nice, but this is also, by the way, a vanilla fight. So it's got a fighter sword. This will be you just gotta keep swinging at him, and then do like those spin slashes whenever you need to. Techno opting to drawing the draw first blade another way.
Down goes Moldorm. Let's see. All right, so the compass. So bombs picks up the first crystal.
Yeah, and that'll be first blood for Edium at 23 06. Techno looks like, from what I'm seeing here, the key is locked behind its own, because Blind will never have a key, which it wouldn't make sense by logic if Blind did have the key. So that a item there, that would be his first blood, along with Chloe Powers a little bit.
Chloe taking a death stare on Blind.
Yeah, this is really bad because that means the fight is going to be exponentially a little bit difficult because you don't have the luxury of doing the blind route. You don't have the luxury of doing the blind script. You have to, if you were going to do the blind script, you'd have to waste a lot of time grabbing Blind again and doing the entire sequence all over again. And we don't have time for that. So we have to fight this again without the luxury of the script.
Technolink has grabbed the purple chest, so we'll find out what's inside that. Let's see him going into Skull Woods. Wind Fox right behind, also doing Thieves Town as well.
Yeah, so Technolink did the Smith sequence. That is going to yield a piece of heart there. So, if I want to be honest with the route that we're taking, there's not really I don't see a really clear place that we can go. We have an ice rod, but that doesn't tell us much about the seed. We have a mirror, but we don't have the flippers for Swamp Palace. We don't have a hammer to get through the first to get past the first chest room and get into Swamp Palace proper. If I want to guess of where this is going to take us, looking at the account, we would have to rely on, I would say, we'd have to rely on either Dick Spot or this is a tough one to call.
I agree with you on that one. It is tough.
Yeah, but with that mirror in hand from Edium, we do have mirror checks. We also have Zora also loaded up, and
also,
so Techno.
Well, also we can do the waterfall and Hobo too. We have the moon.
Yeah, we would have to do it out of logic though, because we don't have the flippers. But Techno got the flirts from off of Mini Moldorm Cave. If I want to be honest, I don't blame Techno for slashing his sword there, because we got Dark World access really quick. Partial Dark World access in that fact, because we don't have flippers or hammer. We still are pending whether or not we need to do AGA 1 just to get to the pod area.
Right.
So Edium opting to go for the bumper ledge check, and that's just 3 bombs. And it looked like he was heading over to the direction of Grave. I think it's alright. Whipbox died in the Hellray. He's gonna pop the fairy. So this is he'll be able to continue on over with roughly the same amount, like roughly almost full health. And yeah, Edium's gonna head for that graveyard ledge check.
Just for a piece of heart.
So Chloe, by the way, is gonna tempered sword because we did get the Mire. We did check Mire, and that the Mire shed had the other sword and the Ether Medallion. Which, while the Ether Medallion is cool and all, it's not required because we did find out, because Edium went over to Dark Death Mountain, that Bombos is both medallion dungeons require Bombos.
One of those rare times where you need both to get into both dungeons.
Well, it's a 33% chance for both of them. For both 33% for both dungeons to have to be. One requires Bombos and the other one requires Bombos. It's still it's not common, but it can happen by the logic. So we are looking for Bombos mostly. We're looking for Fire Arcane, boots, or not boots. Well, depending if it's boots locked and GT's boots locked, because of
let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Yeah, that's the best thing that could really happen is if they don't find it happen, but it's like a 1 in 22 chance. So
right, I've done a seed like last year around Christmas time where that happened. Like boots ended up to being entire room, but you had to go through this whole fetch quest to pull from pedestal to go to the witch, which led to boots being entire room.
And for context, this is either before or during the festive, right?
This was when they were already in Ganon's tower, so it was like the last spot the big key was up on the torch. They needed the boots to get the torch.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean by when you roll the seed, was it during the festive or before the festive?
I think it was after. It was after, because I remember I commentated the seed with Seto.
Okay, so that's that clears things up. Anyway, back to the rando. Technically gets the bow and the shovel along with the shield, but if I want to be honest, we have to rely on overworld checks because there's no indication of where we need to go just by looking at the items alone. We have a bunch of items that don't yield us anything. We have that burn up, but we don't have access to Spike Cave without the hammer. We have to rely on those overworld checks, like also rely on the fetch quest too, because that is our only way of getting into to our progression.
Right.
Yeah, we're having a bit of a lull in the action because we don't know where to go. I mean, we haven't seen any of the runners go for any of the overworld checks that are because Dig Spot is not kind, not a fun spot to go to because it's so out of the way. But we have the flute, so we could just flute over to Links and go and do that way. But yeah. Clearly gonna get the information about money on the Spiral Cave. Edion getting their second crystal, so that's their first player to have 2 crystals on hand. And this is gonna be Technolink is also a Dark Death Mountain, so they will he's gonna get the mirror, and Cully will also get the mirror. Windfox on their to East Death Mountain also. And then ultimately Dark Death Mountain, so they will also get the mirror. Mirror on the wall, etc., etc. Chloe is opting to go for the Magic Bat, which I think at this point you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice, and only one with a mirror at the moment. So you have to make this call right now to go and check out this when you're doing the purple chest. Because at this point, this is getting ridiculous. let's put it lightly. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Magic Bat is going to yield
5 hours of 10. It looked like a 5 on my screen.
This isn't. We don't. Okay, so apparently we're back in like V18 or V29 where we had arrow capacity upgrades. But Chloe's gonna get the mirror here from off of Mini Molten Cave, Hookshot Cave. Idea needs to really head back to needs to head back to the Mini Molten Cave to get the flute. I'm curious what Edium is going to do here. He's going to Kakariko, taking the Dark World portal. I don't think he's trying to set up the glitch where if you leave the purple chest behind and mirror in front of the guy with the purple chest, then you have the item automatically. I don't think it's intention, but Chloe is gonna get some more information too. This is the Ether tablet check
For 20 rupees.
Only play with the book because I play Win Fox. Once I Win Fox, 20 rupees though. Oh, there's flippers in K45. So that means we have flipper checks. This now, I think the C is going to point us towards flipper checks. Not Ice Palace, because we need Fire Rod or Bombos. We need Bombos anyway, because those are 2 medallion dungeons. But this is great news for Edium, because before, he's the only one with the mirror. And the shovel check right here is going to be the piece of heart. So that was our check that we were looking for this entire time. The seed is now suggesting flipper checks. To answer a question in chat, it's pretty late too. We're still pending the Zoro check. And the Zoro check will probably be coming from Edium, because now he's got the flippers, and then that will lead him all the way over to the flipper checks. That will let him also do a number of things too. That will, because the C is now suggesting flipper checks, and it's not really like there's no shred of it. There's shred of doubt that flipper checks are on Edium's mind. As Chloe goes into the the Molten fight, this will be a pretty quick fight, because with a spin and slash or 2 spins, that's it. When Fox getting the mirror off of the Hookshot Cave, Chloe also had cleared up Tower of Hera. Made that clear, and this is interesting. Edium's gonna check the first chest of Swamp Palace. Don't really agree with this. Well,
Now he's probably doing Swamp Palace.
he does not have the hammer. We need the hammer to get past the. We need to get hammer. We need the hammer to get even into stuff.
Well, there's the mushroom.
So that's that's gonna end up, and I'm very confident that Edium does not want to do a fetch quest at this point in time. Okay, so now Edium's gonna get the flutes here because he's routed in Mini Molten Cave. This is way late. This will let him know that, yeah, you could have done this like way earlier. The flipper, after you do the really early Dark World's depth. What Chloe is gonna do, I guess Chloe is gonna do the flipper checks that Edium will do in Logic. There's the Master Sword and Flirt.
Although a piece of heart.
Yeah, that's our last bottle, and the bottle and the waterfall fairy is just giving out bees, which it's not a really good pickup. It's not really good reward for doing. Technolink is doing checkerboard cave. Chloe will inevitably head over
Well,
to.
there's the boots.
Okay,
Boots
that's great news for Idiom, unless Cauliflower decides to do Splashly, which I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Then he'll get the boots there. And this is out of logic for Chloe because the flippers are on K45 and Zora is giving up bombs. But it's not like not the vanilla flippers, and that's exactly what Chloe Power is intending to do. He's intending to do splash delays with combination of he soft locked. Okay, so he's gonna do a bomb jump so that will make him unstuck. Technolink is also into Desert Palace, and we're not boots locked, so that's a good sign. And that also means without flippers, also I was going to say this originally, but with the flippers in hand, Aga 1 is also dead, so that's good because he'll be able to swim over to the pod area and get that out of the way. And on Pyramid Ledge is just fit some some arrows rather. And Idiom is opting to mirror over to Hyrule Castle, get the do the uncle and all that. Now, if I want to be honest here, while Idiom looks like it to be in decent spots, he's been consuming time because of the fact that he did the really early the really early Dark World play into Village of Outcasts. This in turn gives a lot of the other runners time to get to the items if they head over to K45 and get the because that means unless Idiom doesn't spend a whole lot of time, because I think this should be the last one of the Sphere 1 checks that we can do. That in turn lets Idiom know. I mean, at least other runners know. I mean, or at least Idiom know that. Yeah, you did this pretty early, pretty late, really aggressive. But whatever. Technolink into Agina's cave. 20 rupees. To answer in chat about the pedestal, Kane can be on pedestal. It's just that the hammer cannot because Bombos can be on pedestal. Fire Rod could be on pedestal. Yeah, the pedestal. So, and Chloe and Windfox have the book, so they can get that information from off of Skull Woods. Generally, though, you want to find the fire rods, like to do this. I mean, it's a green pendant, yes, but just to get the information about the pedestal, you might want to just go and do. You could just mirror in front of the back entrance and then check pedestal that way. Edium will now head over to Catfish, which is fine. Catfish is the definitive answer for this one. You have the ability to go to pod area. You've had it for a while since you got K45. Some of the runners may just opt to not just may skip the flippers and may think it's an Aga seed because of the way the flippers were located. I like this too. This is the mushroom turn-in, and he's also intentionally mirror bonking on this this piece of grass so that way he can get the check out of the way. Just also one thing too. We also have to consider too that we don't have the lamp to make Aga 1 a possibility.
Right. But that team going over to check Catfish. So we're getting a Catfish check. Windfox doing the fake flipper glitch.
Yeah, this is fair. Because Windfox has not found the flippers from Alpha K45. This makes a lot of sense for him. And then Edium's gonna do Catfish, while Chloe is entering. Entering.
There's our lamp. There's our lamp. Catfish had the.
So that already so even if we were to get an Aga seed, you would have to do it really out of logic, and that would just be inefficient because the flippers have already confirmed that Aga 1, and you're only doing it just to hurt yourself. I don't get why Edium is opting to open the catfish again, but oh, okay, I see. He mirrored before he got the item, so yeah, a bit of a time loss, but it's not like too major because Edium still has control. The boots 2 though does open up the boots checks. That's one that can lead to it too, because we are still looking for anything to get into at least any dungeon, because we've been led astray by a lot of these one-off, and that led to a broader scheme, because we've been mostly spending time in the overworld. So if you were playing overworld, this would be great news for you. But to the experienced runner, this is just going to be a big pain in the neck. So Edium is going to get the boots now, because Chloe had the opportunity to do that, but had messed up and also got soft locked. So technically getting the flip 5. If he had done it a little bit earlier, Techno and Edium would have been neck and neck, because he spent a lot of time doing the flipper checks.
Etienne just picked up the red kit.
And I'm assuming that was from Kingston?
Kingston, yes.
Okay, so that still doesn't tell us much. We need to find Bombos to even make Meyer even a thing.
Right.
Alright, Windfox is going to attempt to do the he's attempted to do the smash the arrow and bomb method. It doesn't quite get it, so it's opting to just save him quite out. Edium will activate the flute now. this is interesting for Eddie. So now, okay, this is still really tough to call because there's the fact that we got Red Cane. It really doesn't tell us much from the very beginning of like we have not found anything of use that would lead us to somewhere that we could end up getting something important. Our seed at least would break the seed a little bit wide open. Edium or for the Ice Rock Cave check, and that is just 300 rupees. I think we are on. So, answer a question in chat about we haven't seen the pod play yet. We have not seen pod, and that's honestly your best. Your best bet is to, because you've got the flippers. You've already done the pod play. You have the bow. It's possible that the hammer could be French vanilla or vanilla, and we haven't gone there yet. It's disgusting, yes. But we haven't seen any of the runners go there, and I don't know if Techno would want to go there at the moment because he's hitting up for Catfish right now, and since that Edium technically has the boots, doesn't have the boots like Edium does, that tells me that it'll take quite a while unless Techno says, okay, we're heading back after the Zord check and the boots getting the boots. And just going over to pod. Although I don't see it.
What about the other tablet? We haven't seen that check yet as well.
But that would mean... So, Edium and Technolink would have to get the book. And those are the two good contenders at the moment.
Right.
Chloe will get the Bombo's tablet check because he's doing purple chest right now. So he'll be able to route that in with the purple chest. We'll get information from that one too, because that is a check that you can do. If the hammer ends up there, then like this means that Edium would have to find the book. Oh geez, it's escaping me where that book came.
Fire rod.
Oh. Okay, so this is really good for what was it?
For Chloe. Because now
Chloe.
Because now she can finish Desert.
So,
Technolink picking up the boots. So he's got speed now, and same with White Fox as well. Wind Fox.
Now, Chloe now the sea is for Chloe. Feels like it's pointing towards Ice Palace.
Right.
Pod and Ice Palace are the two dungeons that the seed is pointing towards at the moment. If we find the hammer off of Ice Palace, then that means go for Pod, and that will be great because you also have Swamp available, and you're at this point looking for Bombos. And that will do it. Pedestal still has the possibility of Bombos on there. We've already exhausted Cane. We've already exhausted Fire Rod. And it's either Hammer or the Bombos medallion. And answer question in chat, Ledge. Okay, so that is... Okay, so this will be Idiom's play into Eastern. That will give him the book. And this is important because this is especially important because the Fire Rod is on the Bombos tablet. And that leads Woods with a green pendant. Pedestal will also be able to be checked at that point. Answer questions chats about the sprites that Chloe is using. It's a Vaporeon. It is an evolution though. Chloe gained the lamp from off of the catfish. So Chloe will now get the boots, which Chloe had missed prior because it was doing these, and it just ended up getting soft locked and having the bomb jump that way over. Oh, so okay, so it was boots locked, but the okay, I completely missed that. The Desert Palace was boots locked, and it turned out that there was nothing. There was like, it happened to be in the next chest over. I completely missed that. I apologize for that.
I think I missed that too.
I didn't really see that. Like, I just I assumed that it was boots locked. It wasn't boots locked, but looked like there was that key just.
It was torch lock because you needed a fire source to get to the.
Yeah, but still, it's still technically boots locked. However you slice it. So Chloe is heading over to Skull Woods, and that is going to be me. I'm assuming Chloe is going to get to the green pendant from off of this, as well as the pet check. So this is okay. This is fine because, well, I don't put it against the runners for not going over to Pod, because the hammer, and it's still possible that Pod has the hammer, but of course we would need to go to Ice Palace, but we can't clear Coast there because of the hammer, and Chloe is opting to just go and say, hey, we're gonna go Skull Woods, and that is our call for this particular seed. Get the green pendant from off of Mafula. I believe there's an item there. Oh, yeah. One thing to point out too. I just saw this from Fatboy300. One of our trackers said that we did get both items. So I'm assuming Technolink is just only going to grab it because for the sake of getting the medallions and opted to go for a possible blind pull of the pet check. Well, I mean that won't be a blind check for too long if he decides to, not go to get these, because we're gonna be honest here that the book is what is locking the Fire Rod, and that Fire Rod is just the key to this whole ordeal. Big key from off of the that's the green pendant for Chloe Prowler. Pet check will come up, I'm assuming.
Chloe going back in there to check that last chest that she missed.
Yeah, this is fine. Really, that's something you don't want to miss anyway. There's just 3 bombs, So this will be the pen check. This is okay. Again, this is okay. Because you're at this point looking for either Kane or Bombos, and you're only going to be if you find it on those there, you know that you're just going to have to go for it. Pet is going to yield. That's Quake Medallion, and we don't need it. It is a medallion, but it's not the medallion we're actually looking for. So Pet's dead. So we're about to approach the hour mark, and that's my cue to say that these runners are really good runners. We have a total of 8 runners. We have shown half of those of that pool, and it would be a crime if you didn't follow them. It's not actually a crime, but still. But Chloe Power, Edium, Technolink, and Windfox 470 are your runners for today on this daily race. Soul Call 2044 and Fatboy 300 are your trackers for the day, and I'm Professor Render, and my co-com is Yoko. Give us a follow as well. I intend to do some practice today for the league with my racing teammate Jux Refi, who's also a fellow com.
Oh, good luck on the league, Professor.
I mean, we've won last night. We're tending to play on Sunday, but
and just to let everyone out there, as he said about following everyone, you can follow me on YouTube. Actually, is where I do my live streaming.
Oh, okay. So Chloe will eventually get the Canis Maria from these boots checks. Technolink now headed over to Pod. This is the play that you have to make at this point. We have Green Pennant open up, but at that point, you have to make this Pod play at some point, because that's the seed has been pointing you to this for a good while, and
Yeah.
that is the call that you need to make. If not here, then Ice Palace is the other suggestion that the seed wants you to point to if you want to get Bombos and the hammer. Yeah, but I agree with Hydropower, who's in the chat right now. It has to be in Pod. There's no way that's not in Pod. So there's the cape, but the bumper ledge item is garbage, so we're not going to be bothering about it except for the Ganon fights. Okay, so all we know is that we're not bow locked. Eddie will find the information about the Quake medallion that's on the pedestal. Again, it is a medallion, but it's not the medallion that we're actually looking for. Now, if it was Bombos here, then I'll be honest, the roadmap for that isn't terrible. If it was Bombos, then you would clear out Desert and Eastern. Those are easy dungeons to clear. So Pedestal in that regard is not as terrible as most people make it out to be.
Right.
Okay, so Technolink heading for the Bullock side of Pod, while Chloe is about to enter Pod. And the green pen is only 10 arrows, so that turned out to be a fruitless endeavor from off of Skull Woods, except for the ice rod.
Right.
And Techno now heading for the back of Pod. I am not good at words today. Eddie will probably be heading down there as well because he's heading towards that direction now.
But first, a quick stop down the dark corridor. Blue boomerang. And there's our big key.
So that was going to be there eventually. And that harmless hellway would have to be a. I don't think it's not a key for a key, but no, it has to be a key for a key.
Yeah.
I may have missed it.
No, it was a key down there that he picked up.
It had the key logic at that point it would have meant key for key.
Right. Well, there's the hammer. You called it.
That's the. Again, what I tell you, it had to be in Pod. The scene had told you that this entire time. Also, Fire Shield. It told you this the entire time as soon as you got the flippers. And
you said.
As I predicted, it's as disgusting as you made it out to be. It had to be French vanilla or vanilla. It was getting very close to being vanilla. I would say Snickers creamer flavor.
I'd go with Butterfinger.
No. This is true. There is in fact a Snickers creamer, and it's really good.
Oh, I've tried it.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's really good. Techno, like down into the back of Pod.
Now you're gonna make me want to pick some up next time I go food shopping.
It almost sounds like you're trying to say macchiato.
No, I said when you said about the Snickers creamer.
Oh yeah.
Pick some up. Pick some up next time I go food shopping.
Yeah, it is really good. Back to Rando. Technolink is going to, of course, finish off Pod because, I said this. It's as disgusting as you may have predicted. It's just not a fun. It's not a pleasant sight to see. Just seeing that hammer in a spot where it's very close to being vanilla, and it's just by a hair, by at least one chest off.
It's like sour milk.
Yeah, it's not. It's terrible, but like, ugh. Chloe with having no response to that, it's just, you're gonna find it out eventually. You had to figure this one out. It had to be there sooner or later. And Technolink on the Helmless Arcane flight, that also I saw that we did have every one of the dungeon items, so that means we would have to find an item here on Helmasar, 17 hits with a hammer, and then just hits with the sword, and you're good to go.
He did that whole front part with the.
And that is so. The Helmless Arcane is going to drop arrows, and that is the 4th crystal for Technolink, and Chloe will get the 3rd one eventually. Now, for Technolink, this is also some good routing here because he will be able to route in Eastern Palace, and that leads to the Fire Rod. So, at this point in time, the seed is either suggesting swamp or ice. If I want to, it's a 50-50 It's a 50-50. I would personally go for item density over anything else, and that is Swamp Palace.
I would go for ice just to get it out of the way because of how complicated that dungeon.
Well, it makes it less complicated thanks to Icebreaker, which is a more racing glitch that we've unbanned from the Racing Council. That That would be fair because it makes the whole clear not as painful as it normally is in the vanilla game. Chloe, now on to the Hell's Arcane fight. And Eddie is about to approach Helmut's Arcane as well. So, Windfox also got the lamp from off of the catfish, and it looks like he is going to head back. He's going to head back to. He's headed back for the heading for back to pod, which is the correct call. Okay. So when we figure this one out, so we know that Bombos is our last item that we need for go mode, and it would have to be an ice, and that's exactly what Chloe's thinking. Going for ice. It's a quick dungeon with icebreaker, and it's something that you can get all the chests out of the way when you do it, like when you get the icebreakers down successfully. And this, in turn, saves a lot of time throughout the dungeon. So, I think like what, like 3 or 4 minutes or something. I haven't timed it.
I think you may be right. I'm not all too familiar on the icebreaker glitch.
It's to put it very simply, it's you're extending the door state that's in that what you get when you're going through a door. And it's not, and we're not talking about the auto doors that automatically make you go through the door like in Eastern Palace or something. No, I'm talking about the doors that you can enter halfway through, and you won't go into the door. And I'm pretty sure that Chloe will probably hit the switch, so that way he can clear Ice Palace as well. Eddie, I'm also on the way over to Ice Palace, and yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He hits that way he can clear out Ice Palace a lot more quicker than it is without hitting the switch. And he's going for the icebreaker clip. And it's just a piece of heart there. That's, I think, our first item. Yeah, it was our first item. I checked that item side. That was our first item. For iced tea room, it seems like because that's the only way you can really get to iced tea room is just from dropping down here, or like whatever, like going to those drop down room. All right, iced tea room is going to give us the map. That will mean it's either Cold Stair, the bit chest, or the the freezer room. And Techno's gonna get the fire rod. Incoming disappointment in 3, 2, 1. Save for a bit of time here. 3, 2, 1. Yep, that's unfortunate. Okay, so the big key is in the freezer room. So the big chalice coaster. And arrows. That key means that the key that we got so far means that we don't. It's not Samaria locked. This will be the swamp house for Chloe. At this point, you have to go here. It will have to be the Bombos. We know that, we've exhausted a lot of our checks. And we know that, well, Spike Cave is the worst possible place for it to show up for that, Bombos medallion. If it's not here. Should I check 1, 2, making sure I'm still live.
You're good.
Okay, oh, whatever. Alright, Chloe headed for swamp.
Technolink doing the pedestal.
Yeah, this isn't surprising for Technolink. He likes to pull a pad if he sees an opportunity to do so. So he's the only one. He will be the only one with a Quake medallion from this point on. There's the mushroom pickup for Chloe because he did not go into swamp the same way that Edium did. It to be nothing. So Chloe will have options, but Edium will have the knowledge already. So he will ultimately save time here. Chloe is still ahead. It really just comes down to an execution game. If this is if Bombos is on Swamp Palette. Both players have both Chloe and Edium have the same amount of crystal clears. So yeah, it's just an execution game if Bombos shows up. It will depend on if it's left side swamp. It really depends on whether Chloe goes left side swamp first or first. If none of that happens, then it's still an execution race, etc., etc. I don't know what this. I don't know. Again, Windfox on the Helmets Arcane fight. Technolink is going to Ice Palace. Red mail for Chloe. And Chloe's opted to go to the back first. They opted to do Diver Down. Another one of the glitches that was recently banned by the Racing Council. It's been about a month or so at this point.
And there's the butter sword.
Not really of importance there. Oh, it just makes the Ganon fight exponentially better.
Yep. And picking up the Bombos medallion.
So that's go mode for Chloe.
Yeah, that does. Looking at the item count on her end, yeah, that does put her in gold.
Yeah, Chloe is on the so yeah, going to Argus, and Edium also going to do Diver Down. He doesn't get it the first time. Doesn't get it the second time. It's going for the right side method. Okay, so he's gonna have to end up doing the allowing Chloe power more time. Okay, there we go. There we go. So Chloe has got more time as a result because Edium has spent some time doing the Diver Down with the Savaria strats. And Edium is now also in Gone mode. So yeah, this is an execution race. It's pretty much got a full. We have a full, partially full inventory. Chloe did get the mushroom. No silver arrows. Still it's the only one with the quake. For us, it's 100%. For us, we're almost at 100%. Silver arrows is remaining, and for it will be community. I guess I don't know, community 100% inventory.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
So, Chloe is ahead by what it looks by entire Swamp Palace. Well, no, not that. By half a Swamp Palace.
Right.
Edium also finished at Argus too. And we also found a Godmire, so this is really good. This is great for Chloe power. So it's just a matter of Chloe go up there, going up and clearing out Vitreous. I'm not good at reports today. And I wouldn't be surprised if he actually did some the spooky action. Or he has spooky action by then, yeah. I think he got it. No, looks like he may have not got it. Or he just double checking to confirm that he did. No. Okay, no, he didn't get it. So Chloe will have to spend time instead. And I believe... Okay, so Edium will spend time checking the bridge chest because the big key was on the spike chest. So this gives more time for Chloe to... Well, it gives more time to finish off his Vitreous fight. He extends his lead by that much. Chloe going for dash strats with the gold sword and Cape. I'm not good with words today. And that's going to be the kill for Vitreous on to Chloe's side, and Silver Arrows are locked behind it, so no Space Invaders, no matter how you sliced it. So, yeah, we're now community 100% inventory. Let that sink in for a moment. And well, to be fair, Edium did also, to be fair, Edium also did, again, find out about the Quake, so if you want to, like, be technical, Chloe, he did get the mushroom from Swamp. He's technically 100% inventory from checking the pack. It's just not official because, well, it wasn't the medallion that we were looking for.
Right.
So Chloe, now into Turtle Rock. Edium is playing it slow and not going for dash strats. More time for Chloe. And Edium kills Vitreous for the Silver Arrows. And Windfox will be in go mode pretty soon. He did do the diver down. And now he's in go mode at 125.40. Technolink is doing the Pyramid Fairy.
No, he's missing the, oh, there we go. Tracker's having a little bit of a glitch there, trying to show Bombo.
Yeah, this hurts, but like this really hurts for Technolink. It really has to go Swamp, and that's your answer. From our chat, gave it the information about the times that Chloe Power is ahead. He is ahead by exactly 90 seconds. Techno's opting to go and turn in the green pendant. It's going to get mirror bond because of that column, that arch rather. Windfox kills off Argus, getting the next crystal. Has to go do ice pallets next. That's the one thing that Windfox has done compared to everyone else, because everyone did ice palace beforehand and not do swamp palace, or like swamp palace first. And yeah, going for ice palace prize if Windfox opts to go mode this dungeon as well, because of Icebreaker. Give him a lot more time to work with. Still behind Technolink, yes, but he will have finished it. No. Windfox is in go mode, so like he's ahead of Wind. It would be more time on. It'll be more time because saves some time from Technolink and everyone else. Alright, Chloe had got the big key. Also got the key from
the guards is actually off of the. You got the key from off of the pokey, so this is actually he actually is intending to steal it, so that way he hopes to find another key off of Laser Bridge, which I'll be honest, it wouldn't be surprised me if it wasn't there. If not, then it would have to be on the vanilla big key chest, which would suck. But the big key will be that small key will eventually show up, so he saves time ultimately for doing this. I was hoping to find a small key from off of the Crystal Roller Room, but just got a heart piece that refilled his health. So we're gonna have to go to Laser Bridge. While we have a bit of downtime here, I'm gonna look at the schedule coming up. Because we have quite a lot of stuff to do here on Speed Gaming. And there's quite a lot of activity here. So, there's that small key for Chloe's in the first chest. Quick and easy. Passing the 90-minute mark. So it looks like, coming up today, we are actually starting up we have, currently on Speed Gaming, we have the Super Metroid 1v1 not Super Metroid, SMC3 1v1 2020 tournament, going on along with a match, ALTTP League Season 2, the week co-op number 7, we'll get some information as we are on the Trinex fight. This is coming up currently. We have Woodland Win versus Bet Creighton, Woodland and Illis with Brendan Creighton and Worldwide Wimpy. Those are the two co-op matches going on for the day. The two co-op matches. We also have a Super Metroid multi-category tournament coming up. We'll get that information again when we are done. Finished off Tridex. We're about to start the game now. No bot because we are not on the league at the moment. There's no tournaments going on, but inside Gas Territory 22 could potentially be. From 1 to 22, get your guesses in chat for you think the big key might be. I'm gonna say the Torch because we have the boots already, and we're pretty much set. That would be number 3 if we were going.
I'm gonna go with my one friend's number 13.
Unlucky number 13. Friday the 13th, whatever, like that 13 has a negative connotation most of the time. Fair enough.
Yep. With just the way the seed's been going.
Yeah, because at the start of the game, we had a lot of really useless items that never told us anything. The only thing that opened was the flippers, and that led to it led to a situation where, like, a lot of the runners did not go there. Also, 21 chance the Torch Center is clearly prior for the Big King plays. So let's do this. But the start of the seed really much was okay, Torch first for Chloe. Bombs.
Story of my life.
Story of my life. That's number 1. Eddie, I'm also finishing up trying. Soon.
Key. Well, there's bombs. And another. Chloe going over to the right side.
This is the Dark Magician route, or Pink Magician. I don't know what the Dark Magician routes are. Number
20 rupees.
6.
Piece of heart.
That's number 7. Also has 21 chests of torch that separates him from completed. I am confused why Chloe is staking around in Tile Room. He's probably hoping for a Hail Mary.
Probably got a plan here too. Maybe he's thinking the big key.
He's probably that's what I'm saying. He's probably doing a Hail Mary here, and hoping that the big key was in tile room, and that would be number 8.
In it! 20 rupees.
Okay, so the Hail Mary didn't work. Chloe Power continued on. Actual Dark Magician is left right. Well, but not like the actual I don't know. I know right, left, right is supposed to be Pink Magician because of Pink Kitty Rose. Number
in
9.
9, Compass. In 10, 50 rupees. In 11, more bombs. In 12, the single.
Okay, so now on to the right side. Or the left side, sorry.
I'm going back to the left side.
And we're not going to count Edium here because it's 13, because we're only focusing on Chloe Power at the moment. Edium might be ahead, actually, because this signals that, because we know that the tile room had the 20 rupees. He's actually, Edium, yeah, he's ahead.
Yeah, but we always go. I know for a fact we always count the first person in that goes in again.
Yeah, so that's. No, so that was number 13 that Edium checked. 10 arrows. This would be number 14, which was 20 rupees. Because the Chloe Power is trying to do a Hail Mary, and it ultimately failed. Edium is currently in the lead. To show up in the left side. Alright, number 15 would be 20 rupees. Number 16 would be 20 rupees. Number 17 would be 3 bombs. Number 19, I may have miscounted this. I think it was number 18, and that was the other, which is something else.
Yeah, I lost count myself now because both of them being in there kind of tripped up on our count.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, had Hail Mary, he would have been the lead. But because of the fact that he did a Hail Mary in that regard, and it failed, it has to show up eventually in the left side, and that's exactly what Edium did. Bob's Choice did not have anything. So it has to be in at this point, it's Ice Iron Rose. That is number 18. No, it's 19. It's 19 because coming up is 20, 21. That's number 19. Alright, number 20, 21, and 22 is going to be...
There it is.
Over here.
Etienne found.
1. And it looks like the only closest answer that we've gotten to 21 is Surger 132 with 17. That's the only answer that we've gotten that is closest to it. So Surger, congratulations, you also won by press the right rules, but it doesn't matter.
I think that's the second closest to it being to the very last check in Ganon's Tower that I've seen.
Yeah, I feel at this, because let's put this in perspective too. Edium is in the lead. It's also really close. Edium would have to have a lot of unfortunate circumstances happen to him in order for Chloe Power to get to reclaim the lead.
Right.
And speaking of, wait, did Tangling ever clear Swamp? I thought he cleared Swamp.
I think he did. I think the tracker, issue with the tracker maybe.
But because I'm saying this because Windfox and Technolink have a race of their own.
Yeah, those two are neck and neck. The bottom two are neck and neck, and the top two are neck and neck.
Yeah. So, in the context of Edium and Chloe, Edium would have to either like take a death in GT, which is most likely not gonna happen.
Right.
And Boulder Fall, and I get 2 death again, which isn't gonna happen. Again, or again in Fall, or again in Death. It really depends, because they're two are close together. As Edium comes into Wizards 1 and 2. My favorite roast of the game. Looks like Chloe may have been in trouble through the gauntlet after that up until Lamel 2. So, really, I'm still putting Edium in the lead because of the hill where the decided to make, and that didn't pay off.
Right. I think Etienne's like 2 or 3 rooms ahead of Chloe.
He's actually a full whole floor ahead of Chloe.
Okay.
Just enough magic to get through that torches room. Had he missed a shot, then Chloe would bring it a little bit closer. Just gotta watch out for Chloe though. Has to be a little cautious here because he's on 3.5 hearts. Eddie, I'm gonna pick up the magic refill from off the pre-Boulder 2 room, and then again with two slashes, it's gonna be a 1-2 kill for Boulder 2. It wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't check Boulder 2. Yeah, you're already loaded up, so you're already loaded up. You've got like
it's a useless chest.
Waste 2 seconds. That's all it does. It wastes 2 seconds, and it
Right.
really doesn't matter. You have red mail, you have gold sword, you have silver arrows. You don't have magic, but you have also mirror shield. But again, like it wastes time. It's just a big old lag shield, and he was at -2 right now. But what's interesting too is that Chloe has made up a lot of time during this climb, but he's on 2.5 hearts.
Right.
Could have actually.
That's an amazing comeback from being like an entire floor down to really making a comeback.
Chloe opting to just burn some time with the potion, but what I was gonna say though was that
Etienne.
could have.
Sorry.
If Mulder 2 chest had a piece of heart and he had the 3 refill, he would have saved the magic and actually would have. It cost him 2 seconds, but like it gives him a refill, so he would have a potion on hand. But Eddie was on the fight right now, on the Ganon fight right now. So, but he's got a miss cycle from Chloe had a miss cycle.
And Ganon getting us facts about breakfast.
So your day right with a big bowl of breakfast made up your insides. That is gruesome, but whatever.
Right.
Please do forget it. This is a one. The gold star get it. It's just easier. It's just an easy 1-1 cycle, a free 1-1 cycle for phases 1 and 3. Again, the worst that could possibly happen for him is a get it fall, and that would pretty much give Chloe Power the chance. Give Chloe Power the lead because, or at least put him neck to neck.
Right.
All right, so one more hit for phase 3. So Silver is true weakness on to phase 4.
Torch glitch.
Don't worry about torch glitch. Yeah, no worries about torch glitch though. But he misses it, yes, but it doesn't matter. You have silver arrows. It's not the silver was Ganon fight.
Right. Down he goes.
Okay, get your GGs in chat. And
For Etienne.
we'll be done. Let's see. Alright. Is he click through?
Yeah, he made it though.
Okay, so Edium has finished first of the restream with an official SRL time of 1:43.32, and that puts him third place on the restream, or third place overall. Just before, we had MY Rambler sniping him by 10 seconds, 1:43.22 in second place, and then Mekon, the overall winner, in first place with a time of 1:42.21.
No.
We'll get both of them for an interview, by the way.
Right.
Windfox actually is taking the longer route, and Techno is that worst that can happen to him is a death here. But also get your DTs in chat for Chloe Power because he's finished. And he will have finished second on the restream with an official SRL time of 1:44.16. That's good for 5th place overall. And the number snipe, Hipfield Bay in 4th place with a time of just 4 seconds later. No, that doesn't count as a technical tie, a tournament tie, because that would be 2 seconds. We're joined by ADM. GG.
ADM GG.
Yeah. I cannot hear you, ADM. Also, we're joined by Chloe Power. GG.
GG, Chloe.
Thank you.
So, what made you decide to go tile room? Did you?
Because I felt so behind. Oh my gosh. Did you see
So-
what I did? I did literally everything.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, really, like, this is playing terrible because at the start of the game, you had all these items that didn't link you to anything until the flipper showed up in K45, and that eventually led you to pretty much the spot where the sea became wide open.
Right. I think one of the things I did is I found that book super early. I can't imagine a lot of other people did Eastern Palace as early as I did. And that ended up giving me the fire rod super early too.
Yeah.
I was in the Dark World at like 6 minutes in.
Right.
Yeah,
I had
that's what I
Dark World
want to
and
ask you too. That's what I ask you. Why did you go for the really early Dark World play when you could have done it like way like before after you're done with it?
Because I was looking mainly for a weapon. I wanted to. I don't know. I did some weird things today because of who I was up against. A few of them paid out, a few of them didn't.
Yeah.
I pretty much last located the hammer. I don't
Me
know how
too,
early you. Oh.
That hammer.
Let's be
was-
honest here. Who did not last glitch in the hammer? Like, who did not? Like this, it was in such a stupid spot to begin with, and my hunch was that like the Eddie for the really early Dark World play, which led you to do the hookshot in the south. I wanted to say that because it was really aggressive. I'm still trying to figure out because like maybe it was just because you had the gloves already and wanted to just go aggressive or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was already right next to the portal. I finished off Kakariko except for race game. I was like, you know what? I'll just check race game later. I'm going into the Dark World. And yeah, paid off. Got the hook shot right away. That led to the mirror. Yeah, I went right back to the Dark World to finish some things off. And yeah, I think my early game routing paid off quite a bit. Last locating the hammer didn't help, and then choosing ice over swamp when I was looking for bombos. If I just gone to swamp first, I might have actually won, but oh well.
Well, to be fair, you and Chloe both went to ice, and ultimately it was the time save it did save time in the long term because going through ice through icebreaker, it makes the whole climb not as difficult.
Right, but I still would have saved time if I go more today.
Yeah, of course.
Right, yeah, we probably both would have. But...
Now, technically, one Fox did do Ice Palace. It did go to Swamp first. and that led him to Ice Palace clear. Ice Palace last, or before going to Turtle Rock.
Oh, I see Techno Link. Did he pull Ped?
Yes.
Yes,
Just
yes, you
because.
did.
I
I was considering going
Ped
for
for
Ped.
food.
Like, Ped felt really likely in this seed. I was actually like thinking a Hammer Ped was very possible.
So I went to Skull Woods before I actually went to Pod finally. Cleared it out. And I saw the unique text on Ped and I got like so excited for a half a minute and I'm like, wait a second, that's just Quake.
Yeah, wrong medallion.
Yeah. That's the thing. The Ped was just the raw medallion, but it won. But it ended up Bomb Boost being in Swamp, and that was just at that point it was gonna be a given that it was gonna show up there.
Anyway, this seed was dumb.
I couldn't have put it better than you.
There's a lot of stuff in bad spots. Hammer's been really annoying lately. Like, I think the last seed I did on here was on like Magic Bat, and we didn't have powder until like 45 minutes in.
Was that a
Of course
ladder
you have
match?
I don't remember.
I had a because I could preach for that too. Hammer was stupid in my No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. It was on a daily race, and then I was restreamed on that one. Hammer
Yeah.
happened to be in a dumb spot, and then it turned out that TR was the right answer the entire time, and I said, "Screw it, I'm done."
Yeah, Hammer's been really bad lately. I don't know why. I mean, personal bias and all that, but
Your personal bias is a true statement.
Alright, I'm gonna hop out. Thanks commentary, and thanks for the trackers, and GG's Chloe.
yeah, GG's. I'm gonna hop out and watch the rest of the race too. See you
Take
later.
Take care, guys. Be safe.
All right, so Technolink is taking took a little bit of unorthodox route as it going over to Techno sent it over to the Bob's chest and gonna opt to powder the bomb, and there's another bomb right next to him. And when also heading over to Bob's, and this is still actually a race because Techno and Red Fox are really close to each other. Techno got the big key, and Windfox will soon get the big key from off of the Armos Knights. Alright, so I guess we have a bit of downtime as we are about to approach the last couple of minutes of this broadcast and probably the last few minutes of the stream of this race. We'll continue on with the schedule. So like we mentioned, there's currently a league match going on Speaking number 2, Last Locations versus Land of the Blind. And there's also a SMZ3 1v1 on Speed Gaming number 4. Coming up on Speed Gaming 1, we have a Super Metroid multi-category tournament match. And at 6 p.m. we have ourselves a Zelda 1 Randomizer Random Percent Tournament on Speed Gaming number 2. That will start at 6 p. I'll start at 6. 6:10, we have ourselves a SMZ3 1v1 tournament match with Solski versus Loaders 27 on Speed Game number 3. 6 p.m. on Speaking 1, another multi-category tournament. 8 p.m. the Super Mario 3 points-based tournament. And we also have on Speaking number 4, we have the Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer Spring Tournament match. Thundercloud versus our own Salty Fry. You probably know the name from here on past. He's also playing the tournament. And then we have SMC3 1v1 tournaments on 740 on Speaking number 6. Jagger G versus Ecker. Then to round out the rest of the night, we have these Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer tournament match. Clyde versus Imslau. But on Speaking number 5, Crystallis Randomizer tournament. On Speaking number 2, Axeman 301 and Dragon Darch. And then, again, to wrap up the rest of the night, too, we have we have a pretty big match, too. 2 big names in the league currently. I've already clinched their playoff spot. We have We're Bad at Team Names and Team Kappa. They're going to be playing us Speaking number 1. Gamachu and Fear Agent with versus Adirondack Rick and Synac. If you don't want to miss those out, check the Speaking channels out for more details. Arbos Lambo 2 down for Techno. Lux is about to finish Lambo 2.
Oh. Windfox having a little bit of trouble on the collapsing bridge before the torch room.
Oh, I'm way behind, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad. Technolink is actually going to be... He's got more time on Windfox compared to him. So this is going to be interesting. He's got 2 hearts of mail. I couldn't see...
Well, it was, dude. Just picked up one.
Hey, Techno finishing off Moldorm 2. I would assume... Well, what are you doing, Technolink? Okay. Moldorm 2 chest pots is going to have 10 arrows, so... Half magic has to be in Spike Cave. Everything. Spike Cave has these half magic.
Half magic. There you go. 100% items on Technolink's side.
Yeah, outside of half magic, but still, doesn't matter. Like on our tracker, it's 100% inventory.
Right.
Just need to add that Aga 2 kill for the Aga 1 kill with the tracker, and you're good to go. $1 to big on that sequence, so Technolink would have to fall here in order to put Windfox ahead of Technolink. Windfox making the right call. It's not going to Moldorm 2 seconds. Oh, this last room before Aga 1. There's Aga 2 though. I had a bit of trouble in that one. I will give him more. Take like a bit more time. All right, he's up there.
Yep.
Alright, so Technolink will be finishing off the rest of the seed as Windfox starts the Aga 2 fight. Okay, phase 3. Windfox looks to be having a bit of trouble on this patterns here. Finishes Aga 2. A fall would put them close. Silvers will not matter. It really will come down to a depth or a fall for any of the runners. It's either tie or Windfox. But he's got Torch Glitch, so this shouldn't really make a difference. Again, a fall here would be catastrophic. But that's good. Yeah, he's good. You're good. You're clear. Or almost clear. Gonna watch.
Down goes the pig on Technolink's side.
All right, get your GC to chat for Technolink. And I wouldn't be surprised if and so that's as when Fox starts the gated fights for himself. And that he will finish third on the restream. Technolink will finish third on the restream with an official SRL time of 1:59.09. That's good for 7th place overall. That we had only one finisher. We had IE Flowers at number 6 on our position. Time of 1:47.14. Hi, Technolink.
Hello.
GG.
Yes, GG. I was so happy when I found Quake on pet.
We'll pull a pen for Quake. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I'm noticing one of the trackers here, so.
So that is the entire. Let's be honest here. The seed sucked. The seed was terrible.
I hate the seeds. I'm doing my best. I wasn't even. I went into deserts for the second time, and then I realized, oh wait, there are no items left. So I just was like, do I want to go for it? Then I went to pod, found the hammer there. Why was the hammer in pod? Why?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Like, the very early game, to be honest here, the early game led you to so many spots that led you to, like, nowhere. Also, when Fox finishing off.
Yep. Get your GGs in chat for Winfox.
And he's gonna finish 8th on the restream with our 8 overall, 4th place on the restream. Official SRF time of 2 hours 46 at 5:26 minutes. Is just almost there for the sub 2 club, but you're getting there. And GG.
Well played.
And also hi Winfox.
So I'm still saying.
Winfox.
GG's, guys.
I'm still so I won, right? Because I actually finished all dungeons and I pulled the pet. Right?
Outside of
it
Bag of
works.
1, yes.
Oh wait, we need to go back.
And getting half magic.
Half back.
Where was
Because we've done
what? Where
Well,
was
Spike
half
Cave.
magic?
It had to be a
Okay.
Spike Cave. It would have to be it, because we did everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. So what was my go mode item? I think it was Fire Rod. No, it was Bombos. Bombos was my go mode item, but I didn't know.
Yeah, everyone's Gomo was Bombos.
I forgot to check the rock.
Well,
I did not know what the entrance medallion was.
Well, to be fair, oh yeah, Turtle Rock could have been in that too. I think we did a full clear of that, though.
Well, I was able to go most to the rock though, so that helped.
No one checked Mimic.
Mimic. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were go-moding it. Mimic and options left.
Yeah, I didn't check the big key chest. I didn't check Mimic Cave, but yeah. And then I was under the impression that GT was. Well, I found so many keys on the left side, so I just went right for the rooms when I saw everyone finish.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. So, final thoughts on the seed outside of the fact that it was.
well, this would have made a great co-op seed.
Oh yeah, because yeah, that'd be great for the league. Yeah, that'd be a great one for the league.
Yep.
I would have been very happy to see a seed like this when I'm racing with Fatboy later this week.
Why can't we just like curate other like seeds like that, like in in the league. That makes no sense to me. I mean, yeah, it's because we have a bot.
And he brings us all the goodies. So yeah,
That's
that
misery.
pretty much. But this was definitely a. It was a nice run, and final thoughts, of course. Congrats, WinFox, well played. Getting there.
Thank you. Yeah, I just somehow made the right choices when I needed. Usually I would have dipped other dungeons for no reason.
Yeah. We're through here. So coming up tomorrow. These will have. I don't have anything scheduled yet, but this is subject to change. But we do have a 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. daily race here, and then we also have a match of the ALTTP League. We had Ramen and Yoshi, and Rallytech here and Defcade 2 at 2:10. Final Fantasy 1 Spring Tournaments 20 Specty versus Dark Moon EX at 5 p.m. We have at 6 p.m. 6:10 SMC3 1v1 2020 tournament. Cantaloupe Me versus Ovak Jam. Multi-category tournaments, and Southern one randomizer percent tournament at both at 7 p.m. We have Sect Zero, Maizkua. I can't pronounce that name for sure. Lagatech and Crimson Avix, respectively. At 7:10, we have one tournament, and those are. I'm gonna just breeze through the rest of these. Mario Kart 64 tournament at 8 p.m. SMC3 1v1 tournament at 8:10. 30 league match. Random tournament week 30. Metroid Prime tournament at 9. Multi-category tournament 9. Pac-Man World 2 2020. And SMC3 match 1v1 match at 9:10. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will. All the runners are a nice hearty follow. We had Eddie M, Chloe Power, Technolink, and WinFox 470. We also had our trackers, SoCal 2044 and Fatboy 300 as our trackers. And I am Yoko, and that was Yoko. And I will see you guys later. May all your pets be, may all your seeds not be French vanilla hammer. I'm about to play Valorant, etc., etc. I'm out of here. See.
Take care, everyone. Have a great day.